Hello everyone! So I bring you guys an update to my zombie deck. This is the deck that I actually used in the OTS tournament that I participated last Sunday. So for starters, I play 2 of the boss monster. We all know what he do right now. By now, every time a zombie activates an effect, he can either banish a card on the field or negate, and he can do both things not at the same time and once per turn each. 2, Globe Bloom, the card that every time it gets to the graveyard you can banish it to get a zombie level 5 or higher to your hand, and if zombie ward is activated, to summon on the field. 2 Banshees, get her to the graveyard and banish to get zombie ward as a quick effect. 3 Oni Zombies. You can increase a star from the monster on your side of the field by ditching a card from your deck to the grave, or you can do that by discarding a card from your hand. You can use both effects. And we like Unizombies so much that we play 3 Shiranui Solitaires. We are actually playing 6 Unizombies. But actually I'm just kidding, because you can also use Shiranui to get the Globe Bloom. He tributes a zombie monster and summons any Turner zombie from your deck. So, I mean, depending on the situation, you can get the Globe Bloom, and then you can make a link or Rebo with it, so you can actually put it into the graveyard. 2 Gozukis. He's there just so you can get the ditch from deck effect, the same that you get from Unizombie. But this effect is so important in this deck that you are actually playing 8 cards to do it. 3 Unizombies, 3 Shiranui Solitaires, and 2 Gozukis. Three Mizukis. Well, you banish Mizuki from your grave and you resurrect a zombie. Pretty standard. When zombie ward is on the field, everything's a zombie. So yeah, you get to do a lot of cool things with Mizuki. Now to the hand traps. 2 Ash and 2 Vampire Frontline. Ash is pretty standard. We all know what it does. Vampire Frontline, every time an attack is declared involving a zombie, you can summon her from your hand. Oh, sorry, every time an attack is declared. Yeah, when a monster declares attack, you can summon her from your hand. And if a zombie monster is involved if your zombie monster is involved in the attack, in the damage step you can pay multiples of 100 life points until 3000 to increase the monster attack. Okay, so 3 Danger Mothman, really good. The discard from hand effect is awesome. Also, you can sometimes get a body on the field, which can come handy. Now the spicy spice of the deck. 1 Malefic Stardust Dragon. So I've been testing this card on the deck, and it's actually so good that I'm thinking about putting another one. I don't know what I'm gonna take out. Maybe 1 Mizuki. I'm not sure yet, but I'm really considering put this card to 2. Really good. The effect is you special summon it, and you can only be special summoned this way by banish a Stardust Dragon from your extra deck. Then this is the only card that can attack, and you can only control 1 Malefic monster. But it makes it so your field spell cannot be destroyed by effects. And if you don't control field spell, it destroys itself. So it goes really well with zombie ward. So like if you're going first, you can put this card down, make your other zombie plays, and pass. Now your zombie world has an extra layer of protection here. I mean, if you also manage to put Banshee on the field, she's also going to protect your zombie world. But summoning this is so easy, and it has a good body on the field too. So you can, in the first turn, you can just put him there, do your zombie plays, and pass. But if you're going second, it's an extender. So you put it down, it becomes a zombie because of zombie world, and you can use him to go and advance your zombie plays. So really good. Now to the spells. 3 zombie world, pretty standard. 3 call the grave. Considering the Unizombie effect, the discard from the deck, the ditch from the deck to the graveyard effect is so important to this deck. We really need the effect to go through. And the only way we can guarantee to go through is with called by the grave. We don't want to get hashed, we don't want to get ogre, we don't want to get ashed, we don't want to get effective Veilard. So 3 called by the grave are really necessary. Now let's go to the one-offs. 1/draw, going second. This card is awesome. You can modulate your grave and you can draw with it. Sure, you cannot do the burn damage because this card is on the ban list and you can only play 1. Still, really good card. If you're going first and you know you're going first, you probably are going to side this card out for something other in your side deck. But you know, I think it's good to start with it in the deck. It comes handy. Super Poly, crazy card. I don't need to explain the craziness of this. You guys all know. Burial from Different Dimension, only 1. It's a very good card, but if you draw multiples, it doesn't do enough for you. 1/1, good, amazing. It extends a lot for you. It gives you both the discard from hand and the summoning of Glow Bloom. But sometimes I cut this card on the second and third games with the side deck. Because if you draw it and you don't have a monster in the hand to discard, it's useless. So it's a card that you can cut plenty of times when in the second and third game, I think. Foolish Burial, crazy. Monster Reborn, crazy too. And only 3 traps. 3 traps that pretty much tells your opponent you cannot play Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 Rivalry of the Warlords. With Zombie World, this makes it so your opponent cannot summon any more monsters but zombie after they summon their first one. Or after you resurrect some hand trap that they played with Vampire Sucker. Let's go to the side deck real quick. 3 Pancatrops, standard, really good against a lot of decks, really good against Floodgates, Altergeist. 3 Legacy of the Duelist. This card can be really amazing. It's kind of situational, but can be really good. It makes it so your opponent cannot set more than 1 card per turn, and you can change an attack and transform the attack into Spell and Trap Destruction. And the monsters that are summoned from the extra deck can attack the same turn. It's situational, but it's really, really good. It can make it so you don't lose when your opponent just puts a lot of things from the extra deck. You can go against Altergeist really, really well with it because they're only going to be able to set 1 card, and you can actually destroy it by exchanging an attack to Spell and Trap Destruction. As I say, it's kind of situational, but I think it's good to have. 3 Effect Veilers. If you're going second, sometimes you need more hand traps. Otherwise, you auto lose to insane boards. So they're just there for the extra hand trap counts. If you have an extra Ash, you can obviously take 1 Effect Veiler out and put another Ash. I think only 2 in the main deck, it's fine. I wouldn't play anymore because we really need the other combo pieces. Eradicator Epidemic Virus, EEV. This card is nuts. I would never play this card as in the main deck. It's very situational. But when you're playing against decks that heavily rely on their spells or on their traps, you pretty much screws them good with this. Really good against Altergeist, really good against Sky Striker. So yeah, you gotta have it. 2 Starlight Road and 1 Evenly Matched. If you have more Evenly Matched, you can play more Evenly Matched. Starlight Road is good because your opponent after game 1, or they're gonna put Twin Twisters on the deck, they're gonna put a lot of Spell and Trap hate, and you really want to protect your zombie world, you really want to protect your Rivalry of the Warlord, so Starlight Road can come handy. And it also gives you a Stardust Dragon, which is not bad at all. Obviously, if you're playing the Starlight Road, you have to take out the Malefic Stardust Dragon. Unless you're playing more than 1 Stardust in your extra deck. I'm only playing 1, as you guys will see soon. 2 Vampire Suckers, crazy, necessary for the deck. 1 Borrowguard, 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon. I like Borrowguard. It saved me a lot in the OTS tournament. I made him 2 times, and the 2 times I made him, my opponent couldn't out him, and he could only make monsters more stronger monsters, but you can't attack over Borrowguard because of his effect of putting monsters in defense position. I think it's a really good card. If you have Borload or if you have Bor Sword and you prefer them, fine, you can put them instead, or you can put them instead of the Bomber Dragon. I also really like Bomber Dragon, especially because you have the struck. You can blow the whole field on demand with the resurrection of your boss monster, Doom King Ballard Roll. Summon Sorcerers, really good extender. You really need her. But just take care. If you use the effect of Glow of Bloom, you cannot summon sorcerers after that. So if you're gonna do summon sorcerers, make sure you're doing her before you use the effect of Glow of Bloom. Phoenix, we don't like Floodgates against us. We only like Floodgates against 10. Linkuriboh, you really need the Linkuriboh for the Glow of Bloom. It comes in handy and you use all the time. Those are the links. Considering I play Super Poly, you gotta play the Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon and the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. 2 Darks you make him, 2 Zombies you make him. Most of the times you can make him. If you have Zombie World, you obviously can make him with your opponent's monsters. But if your opponent destroys your monster somehow, your zombie world somehow, if they are playing with dark monsters, you can make this. If you prefer to put Mood Dragon of Swamp instead of this card, it's also okay. I prefer this card. Now to the Synchros. Black Rose, destroy the whole field, important sometimes. Stardust, important for us because we're playing Starlight Road on the side and Malefic Stardust on the main. Bills, really good. Down Dragster, generic negation, always good. Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon, OTK potential, and a strong monster that you can summon to run over things. Sometimes that's needed. And Scarlight. Scarlight's awesome to take threats off the field, and sometimes to put that little burn damage and win on time. That's all. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more deck profiles and for more updates in the future. Bye bye.